All right, you guys. So y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comment section. I got a mic check. 1 2 1 2. Press one if you guys can hear me. Salute to everybody that's in the building. And I apologize yesterday for the mic issues, man. That is not me again. That is the software StreamYard that has issues with the mic crackling. Sometimes I've seen a couple people talking about it in the comment section and saying, "Hey, Ticket Man, what's up with your mic? What's up with your mic?" And I want y'all to know that that is not me. You know what I'm saying? That is the software. But can y'all hear me? Press one if you guys can hear me in the comment section. Let me get a mic check real quick. Salute to everybody that's tapped on in, man. And we're gonna get ready to get right into this, man. Because I got some breaking news for y'all today. Uh, you know. All right. Appreciate all of you guys. And also, let me shout out the people who send donations to the Cash App. But first, y'all click that link that's pinned at the top of the comment section. That's my other channel here on YouTube. Make sure y'all click that link. It's pinned at the top of the chat. It's going to be in the description box as well as this video. And subscribe to my other YouTube channel so that you guys don't miss all the news that I put over on my other YouTube channel, because a lot of y'all just only see the videos that I have over here. But let's get into this, man, because it's going down now, you guys. It is definitely going down, and it is about to be all exposed in front of the world. Now, breaking news, you guys, and this is real. This is definitely real. This shook and rocked the world this morning that this is going down. And I want to thank all the people who have been sharing the videos, liking the videos, all the people who've been making videos about this situation and who have actually been pushing for this truth to be put out here to the general public. You know, a lot of people are afraid to find out what the real truth is, and you know who is behind a lot of these things that we're seeing going on. And I appreciate all the people that are willingly pushing this truth and wanting to get to the truth, regardless of who you voted for, what you think. People knows what's bad is bad. What Stephen A. Smith said yesterday was absolutely disgusting. He should be removed, like I said yesterday in my video, from TV and radio. He is a disgraceful individual. He is a complete hack. And this is the type of stuff that you get when you have people who want to protect very, very, very powerful people. But it's over with now, and I'm going to tell y'all why. I also put a full article, link to the article is in the description box of this story. And also, Inner City Press, shout out to Matthew from Inner City Press. He is reporting this morning that filing is due in Supreme Court today on Ghislaine's Maxwell's appeal of the SD, the Southern District of New York trial and 20-year sentencing that she's currently serving in Florida. Now, meanwhile, she's offering to testify to Congress on Epstein, presumably if she gets a pardon or reduced sentence. And she's going to have to make it out alive. And here's the reason why she's going to have to make it out alive, you guys. She's going to have to make it out alive because if something happens to her, everybody knows what it is. And there's nothing you can hide anymore. So now they cannot do anything to her. Also, shout out to, let me see, who is this? Shout out to Corbin in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate you for the donation. Much love to you. You understand what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Much love to you. Somebody said I'm breaking up. You lying, man. You're lying. If you lying, I'm blocking you. You said I'm breaking up. If you lying, I'm just blocking you today, man. I don't got time for the foolishness today because you capping. You capping, man. You coming in here on cap. I'm just going to block you. You lying, I'm blocking you. Yeah, you say I'm good. Yeah, I'm blocking you because you're a liar. You're trying to mess up this stream. So you're going to get blocked because there's a lot of people in the comment section going to tell me what's going on. See, y'all don't want this information to come out. Point blank period, but it's going to come out. It's going to come out. You don't want it to come out, but it's going to come out. And shout out to Ashley in the Cash App with a donation as well. She come through with a $25 donation. She said, I can't believe this is real. Oh, this is real. Oh, this is definitely real. In fact, Matthew from Inner City Press, who's down there in the courthouse, is down there right now. Matthew from Inner City Press is down there right now saying that the filing is due today in the Supreme Court on Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal, and she's willing to testify and tell it all before Congress in order to get an appeal. But here's the problem, y'all. There's one problem. Donald J. Trump is refusing to give her an appeal. A pardon. Now let me read the article to you guys. Donald J. Trump is refusing to give Ghislaine Maxwell a pardon. Now, apparently, according to the reports, it says Ghislaine Maxwell, and I got the link to the article in the description box below. I'll put one at the top of the comment section as well. Ghislaine Maxwell willing to tell all on the Epstein list for a pardon or reduced time, but Trump refuses to pardon her. And somebody asked me, should we believe her, though? You damn right we should believe her. She was with him. She was with him. You don't get to get no pardon if you lying. What the hell are you talking about? She's going to have to go down there and testify and show evidence, which she probably has. You seem like you're somebody who don't want to know the truth. Sorry, doesn't work around here. See, the truth going to expose whoever's a lie. Point blank, period. I know you don't want to find out. Shout out to Artie Fleetwood with the donation as well. Salute to you, brother. Much love to you. I appreciate that. All y'all supporting the channel. See, I'm going to tell you something. See, now look, she's not a truth teller. Man, shut up. The people that was with you be the ones that tell everything, and they be the bad guys. Go look through history. And all the people who get jammed up, they got jammed up by an assailant, an accomplice, somebody else who was doing dirt with them. That's how the hell you know who's doing what most of the time. Because it be the people that be doing the dirt with you that tell on you. That's how they know what you doing. Duh. You think the government no, they care about what is the truth. And the person who know the truth is the person who was with them. Don't hide it, y'all. Are you afraid of the truth? Are you afraid to know the truth? Don't be afraid to know the truth. Let's read the article, you guys. In a dramatic development in the ongoing saga surrounding Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, his former associate and convicted accomplice, has reportedly offered to testify before Congress about Epstein's illicit activities in exchange for a presidential pardon or a reduced prison sentence. This bombshell proposal, which surfaced in recent discussions reported by various sources, has reignited public and political interest in the Epstein case, raising questions about accountability, justice, and a potential for new revelations about the financiers' networks of influence. Ghislaine Maxwell, a British socialite, was convicted in December of 2021 on 5 counts related to the sex trafficking of MINORSs in connection with Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein, a financier with ties to powerful figures across politics, business, and entertainment, died by alleged suicide in a Manhattan jail cell in August of 2019 while awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges. Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction stemmed from her role in recruiting, grooming, and facilitating the abuse of young GIRLSs for Jeffrey Epstein over a span of years. Ghislaine Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year sentence at a low-security federal prison in Florida. Since her conviction, she has maintained a relatively low profile, with her legal team pursuing appeals. While the speculation about her knowledge of Epstein's operations continue to swirl, the Epstein case remains a lightning rod for controversy, with many believing that his death left critical questions unanswered about the extent of his criminal network and involvement with high-profile individuals. According to the reports, Ghislaine Maxwell's legal team has floated the possibility of her providing testimony to Congress in exchange, right? She is reportedly seeking either a full presidential pardon or significant reduction in her sentence. The offer is said to include detailed information about Jeffrey Epstein's relationships with influential figures, the operations of his trafficking network, and potential evidence that could shed light on unresolved aspects of that case. While no official confirmation has come from her attorneys or congressional authorities, the prospect of such testimony has sparked intense debate. Some see it as a potential breakthrough in uncovering the truth about Epstein's network, while others view it as a desperate attempt by Maxwell to secure leniency after years of legal battles. If Maxwell were to testify, her cooperation could have far-reaching consequences. New revelations about Epstein's network, Ghislaine Maxwell's intimate involvement in Jeffrey Epstein's life, positions her as one of the few individuals with firsthand knowledge of his operations. Her testimony could potentially implicate other individuals who have so far avoided scrutiny, including politicians, business leaders, celebrities who were associated with Jeffrey Epstein. Legal and political ramifications. Any testimony will likely be scrutinized given her status as a felon. Congressional hearings could reignite public interest in the Epstein case, putting pressure on authorities to pursue additional investigations or prosecutions. However, granting her a pardon or reduced sentence could spark backlash from victims and advocacy groups who argue that she should serve her full sentence. The impact on victims, Epstein's victims, many of whom testified during Maxwell's trial, have long sought justice and closure. Maxwell's testimony could provide new information that supports their claims or identifies additional perpetrators. The news of Maxwell's offer has offered various responses on social media thus far. Some users argue that her testimony could expose systemic corruption, while others, like people in this comment section right now, are making these old lame-ass excuses. Shout out to Robert Beckett Jr. Salute to you with the donation. I appreciate it, man. Also, shout out to Amy in the Cash App coming through. $30 donation this morning. I appreciate you. She said, expose them all. That's a fact. Amy, I totally agree. Expose all these clowns. Shout out to Justin in the Cash App with the donation. He says, why won't Trump pardon her if she tells all? You think about it. You think about it. You think about it. Now, let's get into this, y'all. In a recent interview, my bad. So Ghislaine, who was again convicted in December 2021 on 5 counts related to sex trafficking of MINORSs, stemming from her role as Epstein's confidant and facilitator. Her trial in New York drew global attention due to Epstein's connections to influential individuals, including politicians, celebrities, business moguls. Ghislaine's Maxwell's conviction was seen as a significant victory for victims, though many believe the full scope of Jeffrey Epstein's network remains unaddressed. Sentenced back in June of 2022, Ghislaine Maxwell is currently incarcerated at a federal facility, with her appeals so far unsuccessful, but now she has light. Speculation about a potential pardon arose from Ghislaine Maxwell's past social connections, including documented interactions with Trump at events like Mar-a-Lago's gatherings in 1990s and the early 2000s. Trump's history of issuing high-profile pardons during his presidency fueled rumors that he might consider clemency for Ghislaine Maxwell, possibly to protect others implicated in his orbit. In a recent interview on a conservative media platform, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, shut down any notion of a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell, stating that Ghislaine Maxwell did terrible things and she's where she belongs. I'm not getting involved. The blunt remark reflects a deliberate effort to distance himself from Ghislaine Maxwell in the Jeffrey Epstein saga. Trump's comments also emphasized his alleged support for justice in cases involving crimes against MINORS is aligning with public sentiment that demands accountability. That decision marks a departure from earlier ambiguity in 2020 when Donald Trump was asked about Ghislaine Maxwell's arrest. Let me repeat this now. These are facts. In 2020, when asked about Ghislaine Maxwell's arrest, Donald Trump wished her well, a comment that drew criticism and fueled speculation about his stance. His recent unequivocal refusal to consider a pardon suggests a shift likely influenced by the political and social risk of appearing sympathetic to Ghislaine Maxwell. The announcement has drawn mixed reactions. Survivors of Epstein's abuse and their advocates have welcomed Trump's decision, viewing it as a rare moment of accountability in a case fraught with allegations of elite privilege. Maxwell's conviction was hard won, and any pardon would have been a slap in the face to the victims, said a representative from the victims' rights organization. However, a small contingent of Maxwell supporters, including some legal commentators, argue that her 20-year sentence is excessive, citing her cooperation with authorities and the argument that she was a secondary figure in Epstein's crimes. These voices remain a minority as public opinion largely favors her punishment. Politically, Trump's refusal is seen as a calculated move. And y'all can go finish reading this entire article. And I'll put the link in the description box below. But I'm going to tell y'all something. When she was first arrested, Trump wished her well. In 2020, Trump wished her well, knowing what the charges were. Now, he refuses to ever pardon her. But now, the tables have turned. Today, her filing is due in the Supreme Court. She's willing to tell it all for a full pardon or for a significant reduced sentence. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I believe it's worth it. I believe that it's worth her getting a significantly reduced sentence. I'm not going to say full out pardon because she committed crimes too. But I believe that a significantly reduced sentence, if she exposes all those people. Now, y'all let me know if y'all agree with me. If she goes up there before Congress, testifies, and exposes all of these people, who wants to know the truth in the comment section? Who wants to know everybody that was involved? Shout out to Michelle Jensen with the donation. Appreciate you, Michelle. Much love to you. She says, greeting tickets. Yes, expose everybody. You already know what it is. You already know. Shout out to Danielle in the Cash App coming through with a $30 donation. She said, it's obvious why Trump doesn't want to pardon her. Oh, well, I'm asking y'all this question. She's willing, and this is serious. This is going, Matthew from Inner City Press is covering this, and that's due today. And she is willing to go before Congress. And the way people are feeling, they can have it. Now, I also had to check out some information for you guys, right? Hold on one second, you guys. I want to tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all something very important. If y'all want to donate, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Cash App, PayPal. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. I want y'all to know something, right? Now, this is something that everybody in this comment section should know. The president has pardon power, right? Donald Trump can pardon Ghislaine Maxwell if she goes up there before Congress and tells the truth. And here's the thing. She would have to go up there and tell the truth and the whole truth. And if she didn't tell the whole truth, what he could do is he could reject her appeal and her application for a pardon, right? And she could be hit with more charges for lying under oath in Congress, right? If they can prove anything she said was a lie, right? Now, I want y'all to understand something, okay? In the United States, the power to grant pardons or reduce prison sentence for federal offenses is exclusively vested for the president under Article 2, Section 2 of the United States Constitution. No other individual or entity at the federal level, including Congress, the courts, or other executive officials, can grant a pardon or commute a federal sentence, right? So you guys have to understand that. That has to be understood. But there are limited exceptions or related mechanisms at different levels. Now, let me tell y'all what could happen. Trump could get so much immense pressure, like he's getting right now from his own party, that he could be forced to give her a pardon and testify, or he would lose a lot of support in his own base, and that would destroy him. Because if he started losing half the support in his own base, because people are seeing that he is not being, or they feel like he's not being transparent, they could destroy Donald Trump, their own candidate. You see right now, MAGA is going in. Now, right now, they're trying to make it on Pam Bondi, but who's the person that runs Pam Bondi? Donald J. Trump. You understand what I'm saying? So Donald J. Trump has the power right now to expose it all. With Ghislaine Maxwell, he has the power to tell Ghislaine Maxwell, you can go before Congress and testify, and you can tell everybody the absolute truth, and I will reduce your sentence about everybody and expose everything. Because Donald J. Trump said he came to drain the swamp. So if he's draining the swamp, wouldn't that be right up his alley? Draining the swamp, having Ghislaine Maxwell go up there and tell everybody every single thing she knows, name every single dirty person that was affiliated and that was allegedly committing these heinous acts with Jeffrey Epstein. Wouldn't that happen? Wouldn't you all want to know? Or you don't want to know all the names? Or you guys protectors of certain people, but sit up here and want to bang on other people? No. The right is right and wrong is wrong. If you in the wrong, you get cooked. Point blank, period. She has the answers, in my opinion. She was very close in helping Epstein set stuff up. The woman who's always closest to you know everything. You better believe she know it all. And if you think she don't, you a damn fool. Right now is her best chance because she has the public behind her, and because half of Donald Trump's base is ticked off with him because of their response to the entire Epstein thing, because they're the ones who pushed the Epstein thing before the election. So now his own people are holding him accountable to stand on business and release that information. And they're not buying it that there is no list. They ain't buying that shit. That's why you see all of these people who are MAGA ticked off right now with Donald J. Trump, Pam Bondi, and his entire crew over there. They ticked off with the DOJ and the FBI that Donald J. Trump has running. You don't have to believe me. It's all online. That's why Donald Trump is talking to him saying, you guys got to calm down, man. You're getting upset with Pam Bondi. She's a nobody. Jeffrey Epstein's nobody. He's a nothing. He's a this, he's a that. That's why he's doing that. I say take her ass up to Congress. And I say if she lies before Congress, she gets more time. Because lying before Congress is a federal crime. Penalty of perjury, which holds a heavy sentence. If you go lie to Congress, she would be absolutely just annihilating herself. In my opinion, she has no reason to lie. Why wouldn't Donald Trump pardon her if she goes and tells the whole truth? If Donald J. Trump would allow Ghislaine Maxwell to go testify before Congress and give all the names and tell everybody she knows, all the famous entities, people that she knows that may have committed heinous acts with Jeffrey Epstein and did God knows what, wouldn't Donald Trump be celebrated at an entirely different level for completely draining the swamp? I'm asking y'all this. Wouldn't Donald J. Trump be celebrated worldwide by the people? Forget the higher ups. By the people. Wouldn't he be celebrated if he allowed this woman? But Donald Trump says, no, I'm not going to give her a pardon. I'm not ever going to pardon her. But if she knows the truth and can expose all these other people that are allegedly walking free for all these heinous crimes, alleged crimes against some of the most innocent people in the world. And I know y'all don't want to hear this, but you're going to hear this. I know y'all didn't want to hear this truth this morning. I know it boils your blood. You hate it. You hate it. I know you hate it. I know y'all hate it. But I was always taught something. The truth will set you free. And it will not only set your ass free, it will keep you free. And see, the thing is, a lot of people, they don't want to know the truth. This is in real life. This is everything. A lot of people don't want to know what the truth is in real life. They don't want to know, you understand, who's who and what is what, right? Why is Donald Trump refusing to pardon her if she's willing to give truthful testimony before Congress under the penalty of perjury and exposing all of these people? Why? Why would Donald Trump be against that? That lawyer just came out this week, Alan Dershowitz, and says that he knows all the names, but he's Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, and he's not at privy because his personal client attorney privilege information that it's illegal for him to give that information, which is true. But Ghislaine Maxwell can. Why not allow Ghislaine Maxwell to come out and speak the truth before the entire world in Congress? That would be the most watched ever. Ever. That would shake up the entire world. Because let me tell y'all something. It's not just in the United States. This is worldwide. Don't the people deserve to know the truth? If the people want true transparency, if they want true honesty, man, if they want true morals, true ethics, wouldn't y'all want to know? See, this is when you have to put aside fanboyism. This is when you have to put aside who do I like. This is what you have to put aside. Who are my favorites? Because sometimes your idols become your rivals. Oh yeah. Sometimes your idols become your rivals. The Supreme Court today should approve Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal. The Supreme Court has the power to approve her appeal. Her appeal is due today in court. They should approve her appeal, and they should allow her to testify before Congress. And if anybody wants to stop it at any level, they should be blocked from stopping it. as long as she's telling the truth. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. The moment of truth is here, man. And the people worldwide deserve to know this truth. They're even talking about this story in Australia this morning. They're talking about this story all over the world this morning with Ghislaine Maxwell, y'all. And the fact that if she were to go up there and expose all these other people who allegedly had criminal activities with Jeffrey Epstein, how could Ghislaine Maxwell live with all this information and knowledge on her conscience, knowing that when she leaves this earth, it is not a good place that's waiting for her? She can make it right. She have an opportunity to make it right and try to do some right. So I hope that she wins her appeal today in the Supreme Court. Shout out to Matthew from Inner City Press as well for reporting this as well. Her filing is due today. And hopefully Congress will have her come testify. And I'm going to tell y'all why there's a big chance this can happen. Because Donald J. Trump has lost a lot of support in his fan base over this issue. And so it's not going to be an overall vote for Donald Trump's way in this situation. It's going to be a major vote against Donald Trump not wanting to let this woman have a pardon and her not being able to speak and say what she got to say. And I believe, again, that they should make her expose everything. I'm talking about all, let it all hang. All the connections, all the people. I think they should make her expose every single thing she knows. And if she holds anything back, give her more time for lying. If she holds any names back, I don't care who it is. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. When you have the mentality of a Stephen A. Snitch and that vile, disgusting, disgraceful thing he said, he is a disgrace to this world. Stephen A. Smith is an absolute disgrace. He's set up there with a straight face. The disgusting individual that he is. Right? Sheila, salute to you. $50 donation in the Cash App. Much love to you. She says, I got 50 more. She says, I got 50 more. Trump won't expose himself. Hey, you crazy. Nah, well, I mean, you know, hey, the whole world is going off about this. But I do want to say Stephen A. Smith is a disgusting, disgraceful individual. He sat up there with a straight face. He is a disgrace. Right? He sat up there with a straight face and act like he didn't give a damn about any of the victims, even though the victims, y'all, were underage. He don't care. And this man have a daughter. Disgusting.
If you're a Republican, if you're the GOP, I mean, the big, beautiful bill was just passed. Even though the deficit is going to escalate from 3.3 trillion over 5 trillion, assuming you believe the Congressional Budget Office and all of this other stuff. I mean, with all of these things that's going on, with the 2017 tax cuts reserved, with so much stuff that's going on that the left didn't want to happen, that you on the right said you wanted to happen, with the borders being closed, supposedly that being handled, with migrants being escorted out of this country in droves, according to you, and what you wanted, you're in an uproar off the Epstein list. That's all you've got. It's really, really surprising that this matters. Of course, I think there's a list, but I don't know. I suspect, but I have no knowledge, nor do I care. It's Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out and enjoy myself. I'm getting ready to have a nice weekend. I could give a damn about the Epstein client list. This has no effect on me whatsoever. I have a life. I don't understand for the life of me why this matters so much to these. I talk about people losing it. They're crying on camera. They're talking about resignations. They're pissed off about everything. I'm like, really? With all the stuff going on in this country, with all the power that you possess because of the cash and the influence you have because of your connection to this administration. That's why you upset at Trump. I didn't blame Trump one bit for looking at them and saying, really? That really matters to you? That's really that important? Now, maybe he had a different reason for saying it, trying to be evasive or whatever. I don't know. But I do know this. In the grand scheme of things, it ain't going to affect the lives of over 2 to 300 million Americans. I think we'll be just fine.
Yes, it does. And I'm going to tell you why it does. Because if these are some of the most powerful people in the world making decisions, who in the hell would want them making decisions if they're involved in that type of criminal activity, you jackass? Everybody should go to ESPN and demand that Stephen A. Smith be removed. Straight up. There ain't even no question about it, bro. Everybody should go to ESPN and demand that Stephen A. Smith be removed, bro. That dude is a world-class jerk. To say some of the most insensitive, disgusting, vile things that he said. And I told y'all this yesterday in my video, and we had the article that I posted up yesterday morning before I even went in there and did that video. Absolutely disgusting. A disgrace of epic proportions of Stephen A. Smith. This dude is getting into politics, acting like he's trying to run for. These are the type of jackasses y'all got running around here talking about they want to run for office and be politicians. I want you to think about that. He's a horrible individual, bro. I've been cooking this bump for years. It's kind of funny how all these dudes I tell y'all about, everybody get mad at me for cooking them, and then 3, 4, 5 years later, when they find out I was right, then they cook them too. It's crazy. It's crazy how that happens, right? Horrible individual. He stood up here and says, yeah, I believe it's a list. I believe it's a client list. So you don't care that there is a client list with Jeffrey Epstein of people who are allegedly committing some of the most unknown acts against MINORS, you idiot. Stephen A. Smith need to be removed from TV today. Straight up. And I seen somebody in the comment section, Obama. Bro, this ain't even about politics right here, bro. This don't have no political lines right here, bro. The only reason why we talking about Donald Trump because he's the president of the United States who got the power of pardon. I wouldn't give a damn if Tom, Dick, or Harry was the president of the United States. If this come up, they need to let this woman go up here and speak and tell the whole truth and expose everybody. I wouldn't give a damn who it is. See, what y'all want to do, some of y'all want to do is you want to play politics on something that's not political. Crimes against the young ones, that's not political. Sorry. That's diabolical, nigga. See, there's a difference. We don't play this game. This has nothing to do with politics and nothing like. This has something to do with right and wrong. Point blank, period. Right and wrong. That's why you have a lot of Trump supporters who normally support him on anything he do, ticked off about this one, because even they know, bro. Come on, man. Are you serious, dog? We think you're really supposed to drain the swamp. And I'm just being honest with y'all about the situation, bro. I don't like people who treat people bad. That's just me. Y'all wonder why I come on here and cook Diddy every day, because I don't like that nigga. He don't treat people right. I don't like that shit, bro. And I know people who know that nigga, who know he ain't shit. The same thing about Jeffrey Epstein. Look how he treated all those people. World jackass. Horrible individual. Disgraceful person. But what about all the people that were around him? Right? What about all the people that were around him? I want y'all to think about that. All the people that were aiding and abetting or a part of that organization that didn't even get convicted. Y'all cool with all them people that walking? And this woman, she know the names. She know the information. Now somebody says, oh, well, she knows. Why is she still out? Bro, it'd be too obvious if both of them dropped out of here. You done already seen Epstein gone. Now you seen Virginia Giuffre gone. And now she's out of here. Now what y'all think's going to happen? What y'all think's going to happen? Right? What y'all think's going to happen? Answer the question. Shout out to Brendan the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you. I appreciate it. She said, love this channel. Okay, yeah, I probably love you too. I appreciate it. Much love for the donation. Salute to you. But yeah, this is the situation that's going on. They don't want to talk about it, but she deserves to get a pardon. Point blank, there is no other way around it. So hopefully the Supreme Court will do the right thing, and they will accept her appeal and accept her testimony before Congress. I hope they do it. And somebody said, just like nothing ever happened, something happening right now. Something's happening right now. It's been so much noise, the media have not let this go. On no sides. See, if nothing was going to happen, the media would have let this go after a day or two. They're not letting this shit go. They're not letting it go. And that's a bad thing for everybody else involved because the general public is not letting this go. We got 17, almost 1,800 people in here listening to this video right now. They're not letting it go. They're not letting it go. And if anything happens to Ghislaine Maxwell suddenly, then everybody already gonna know what's up. And that is what that's gonna do is it's called complete civil unrest. It's gonna get so bad in here, y'all. I'm telling y'all this. It's gonna get downright diabolical. Like I said, in life, let me tell y'all something, man. It's all about how you treat people in life, man. Do you treat people in a good way with love and respect? Who likes an asshole who treat people like shit? Who disrespect people? Who dishonor people? Who violate people? Who supports and likes people like that? Make it make sense. If you ain't no honorable person, I don't F with you. That's my stance. If you don't walk with no dignity and no level of honor and respect, I don't effing respect you. Epstein, the lowest of the low. Maxwell, lowest of the low. But she has answers. She has answers. And she should be allowed to give those answers, even if it means her sentence will be reduced. Or maybe she walks. But there are other people who are very, very higher than her, who are involved in this as well, that are avoiding alleged prosecution for these alleged crimes. And you better believe they're not going to give her a pardon, and they're not giving her a significant reduced sentence unless she got some real information and some real names. She got to have some real smoke. They not finna just give her that for nothing. She got to have real smoke. That's the thing y'all not realizing. You don't think she got real smoke? So she got real smoke. Real smoke. Shout out to Mr. Nix with the donation. Salute to you. I appreciate it. You say you hear Representative Ro Khanna is going to the press floor to a vote this week on pushing legally to have the list made public. No, they need to have her testimony made public in front of the world. I'm going to repeat myself again. They need to have her testimony made public in front of the world. It should be in Congress in front of the world. You know how they have when those people go to Congress, for example, when they have baseball players or these other people that had to go before Congress, that was televised worldwide. That was televised in front of the whole United States. Hers shifts worldwide. Why? Because she's Britain. She's from the UK. And you have many people that's overseas that's invested in this. You understand what I'm saying? I think the other woman who lived overseas as well, that was a victim. So you have, like I said before, you have, this is an international situation. This ain't just a United States situation, right? So there is a list. And my believing there is a list. I believe that. They've always stated it's a list. Now all of a sudden Pam Bondi comes out, ain't no list, man, get out of here. We don't believe it. And the person who knows the content, because she was helping him, so she has to know the whole scope of the investigation. She has to know. She has to know the scope of the investigation. Now, the woman, Virginia Giuffre, how in the hell did she all of a sudden just take herself all these years? Now all of a sudden, didn't she have a family and stuff like that? Like, it made no sense to me. And now some people saying they believe it was foul play involved with her. Like I said before, man, y'all do it yourselves. They trying to say that she officially took herself out. But like I said before, man, I don't believe none of that, man. Right? She knows it all. Ghislaine Maxwell knows everything. Trust me. When men get close to women, the woman knows everything about how they move it. The woman that's most closest to these men's lives. They know everything. She, being as close as she was to Jeffrey, she know everything, bro. She with him all the time. When you with him all the time like that and you're doing what she knows, she know all the names, all the skeletons, she know that. Same thing as Epstein's lawyer said the other day. He said he knows, he said the list does exist. And he says he knows the names that are on them. He says the only reason why he can't say them is because he's Jeffrey Epstein's attorney. And he was Donald Trump's attorney as well. Look it up. Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz was not only Jeffrey Epstein's attorney, he was Donald Trump's attorney. He said that he's seen the names on the list. He knows the names on the list. He said, and there is a client list. And he said it involves some of the most powerful figures across political lines, business lines, celebrity lines in the world. He said that the other day. So we not going to believe him? He lying too? Jeffrey Epstein lawyer is lying. And I'm pretty sure he was privy to all that information. Why? Because Epstein knew that when he talked to his lawyer cannot ever go against him because of attorney-client privilege. Meaning that if you told your attorney any information that was incriminating to you, your attorney cannot ever use that against you. That's called attorney-client privilege. So that's why when guys get attorneys, their attorneys can never say anything to them about them that and use information against them. Meaning, if let's say you have an attorney, you admit to your attorney that you committed crimes, but you're pleading innocent. Your attorney can't then turn around, go to Congress or go to somebody else and say, hey, my client, no, that's illegal. It's called attorney-client privilege. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be unalivings, all this stuff. These are the things people got to understand. Dershowitz, he know all that stuff, man. He's seen all the files. He know. He was talking to this guy exclusively. So Alan Dershowitz, he know what's up. Shout out to Leroy Cobbs with the donation. Salute to you. I appreciate it. He says Ghislaine Maxwell got a couple of mansions, and she had to have a list to organize everything. She has her own list buried. I guarantee you she got it somewhere. And listen, this is how these people operate, bro. And I appreciate you for the donation, homie. What these people do is, in my opinion, they always have contingency plans. Meaning they got somebody else that knows something. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. They got somebody that knows something that knows something, right? Y'all got to understand where I'm coming from now. Peep what I'm saying to y'all now, right? So my opinion is she have somebody that if something happens to her and she suddenly check out, she got somebody that's gonna expose everything anyways. That's how I feel. So that's why it's gonna be a tricky situation with her because I believe she has prepared for this. That's why I don't think you just gonna see her just disappear because a lot of those people who have that type of information, they always got contingency plans, meaning they got backup plans. You understand what I'm saying? They got they ready for whatever type of smoke you ready for. You know what I'm saying? Whatever type of smoke you ready for, they ready for. So that's how they moving. Can you dig that? So it's always somebody that they got that's what I'm saying, that's ready, that's on speed dial. That's how people in high positions work. That's how they protect themselves. You protect yourself with a contingency plan, having other people who know sensitive information that the world is not privy to, right? I want y'all to think about what I'm saying to y'all now. Okay? So that is the situation. That is the situation, ladies and gentlemen. And I think people need to understand that that's why I don't think nothing gonna happen to her. Everybody thinks something gonna happen to her, man. That lady, she probably got information hidden somewhere, in my opinion. I believe that. I truly believe she got information hidden somewhere. So yes, when y'all ask me, yes, I think she has information with somebody, and I think she has information hidden somewhere that nobody knows. Somebody said, why is she in prison then? Because she was convicted. She wasn't gonna snitch. It was probably so many powerful people on her helmet, she didn't want to snitch. But now, with the public outrage that's going on, with all the support that she probably has behind her now, you know what I'm saying, is the best time she can use to get out and be safe because it'll be hard to do something to her right now because of all the public attention. You've had the situation with Epstein. You've had the situation with Virginia Giuffre. Now, if something happens with her, everybody gonna be like, hold on, yo. You know what I'm saying? That now that's going to cause a mass investigation because the people are going to just go crazy. That's exactly what's going to happen, right? That's exactly what's going to happen, right? To everyone who don't know. To the person who says she'll never be free, you never know. You never know because the power of the people is different. See, Donald Trump, as the president, is who he is because of the people that backed him up. What you guys got to understand is without the people, he's nothing. He's just Donald Trump. You have to have the people behind you to be somebody. Ticket TV is nothing without all the supporters. Without all of y'all here supporting me, I'd just be the channel. I'd be a nobody, straight up. But with all the people who come here and support, stand behind and show love, now it's somebody. Shout out to Javars with a $65 donation to the PayPal. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate it. Much love to you. Right? So these are the things y'all got to understand too. Yo, let me ask y'all a question. Press one in the comment section if y'all want her to be able to speak and tell the truth. If you don't want her to be able to speak, press two. See y'all in here. I see y'all in here. Yeah, so most people want to know. Most everybody says, yeah, we want to know. Only one person, look at this person. Now, why don't you want to know? One person out of all these people says, nah, I don't want to know. Why you don't want to know? Why wouldn't you want to know the truth? Why wouldn't you want to know the truth? Answer. I want you to answer that question. Rosie, why wouldn't you want to know the truth? Answer the question. Y'all see this? Now I waited to give her opportunity to answer that. Okay, she says it will be redacted and hidden from us. No, ain't nobody want to hear about no redact. How can it be redacted? She's going before Congress. You're saying it's going to be redacted. How can it be redacted when you're going before Congress? It ain't going to be redacted, ma'am. Are you not reading the reports? She's got to go before Congress and testify before Congress. When you go to Capitol Hill and testify before Congress, that is revealed to the world. What are you talking about? Redacted. It can't be redacted because then that would immediately cause arrest. What are you talking about? So when you say, oh, it'll be redacted, that's not true. She's going before Congress, ma'am. Yeah, man. Y'all, like I said, y'all see this stuff going on, man. This is sad, man. Like I said, I'm waiting to see what else she had to say. She ain't got nothing else to say, man. There ain't no excuse. Her excuse for not wanting to see it is, oh, it's going to be redacted. Now, nobody want to hear no excuse. You keep saying they'll always keep away the honesty. No, you're keeping away the honesty, Rosie, because you sitting up here capping, giving a reason why it shouldn't be exposed. You got every reason in the book why they shouldn't expose them names. Make it make sense. Oh, well, it's gonna be. We're trying to get to the truth, and you're trying to hinder it. You're a problem, ma'am. You a part of the problem. You sitting up here making them lame excuses. Oh, well, it's not gonna happen. You're a very doubtful person. And I'm gonna tell you what I really think. I think you're a doubtful person, ma'am, because I think that you don't want to know who's on that list. And the reason why I don't think you want to know who's on that list, because I think that if you're fans of people that's on that list, it's gonna hurt your fanboyism or your fangirlism. That's what I think. I think that we're so sold in this society on celebrities that we feel like our celebrities can't do nothing wrong. You don't even gotta know them personally. A mofo will come on here and talk shit to you, tear you down over a motherfucker they don't even know. Excuse my French. Oui. Think about what I just said. You can know people who literally have been around this person. Come on here and tell the truth, and mofos will talk shit about you. Say you a sellout, talk down on you because you ain't here telling the truth. Think about what I just said. These are all facts. I've experienced it. I've experienced it. I think you are afraid of who may be on that list and who may get exposed. Because, like I said, sometimes your idols turn into your rivals. So you're saying that you don't even want to know because of that. That's cap. If you really wanted to know, you would say, yeah, I want to know. And then you would let them try to find out a lie to tell you, nah, you don't want to know. You just want to make excuses and cap. I don't have no respect for that at all. I don't have no respect for that. Stand on business, man. Stand on business, man. AP says Alan Dershowitz is a demon, but he knows names. He knows names. And if he knows names, guess what, sir? If he knows names, what else we talking about? Shout out to Jeffrey in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you, my brother. Come through with a $25 donation this morning. He said they want to know the Diddy list, but not the Trump list. That's a fact. They want to know everybody that was hanging out with Diddy, but not Trump. Excuse me, not Epstein. Excuse me. This man, hey, you crazy. You put Trump list. Oh, I just got it. I just got that shit, dog. You crazy, bro. Oh, my God. You crazy, bro. I just got what you just said. This man said Trump list. Bro, you crazy as hell, man. Oh, my God. I just got what you said. Man, y'all something else, man. Nah, well, here's the thing. We don't, honestly, I don't know who's on the list until they reveal all the names. The client list. I have ideas of who I think's on that list. I definitely have ideas of who I think's on the list, but I can't say it with certainty without seeing that list and then backing my thoughts up. But we all know who he associated with, and I mean Epstein in public. We know, right? You said what? Well, that's why I want to see the list, bro. See, I don't want to slander nobody's name. You know what I mean? Um, without having that full hardcore evidence, right? You said what? Yeah, I'm just letting y'all know what it is. Well, I mean, like I said before, man, if she goes before Congress, shout out to the brother for with another Cash App donation. If she goes before Congress, bro, and she names names, bro, they're gonna have to get her the best security in the world. You're right about that, dog. She gonna have to have the best security in the world. Listen, if she goes before Congress and names names, she gonna have to have the best security in the world. You said a lot of the people are older, anyways. I mean, you would guess so that they would be around Epstein's age or maybe older. Somebody tell me how old was Epstein when he passed away? Somebody tell me in the comment section. How old was Epstein when he passed away? I would think it would have been the people around his age or older that he was linked up with or hung around. Does anybody know in the comment section? Somebody can tell me. So I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. He was 66 years old. Okay. So yeah, see, yeah, you looking at people probably in my estimation around that age group or maybe a little bit older. Or maybe a little bit younger, a little bit older, but definitely around that age group. It's going to be down just maybe a couple years younger, and maybe years you can go, but 15 to 20 years older than him, in my opinion, right? But the people want to know, man. That's the thing, man. Like it's strength in numbers, man. When you get so many people like this that's pushing for this, bro, it's too many people that's pushing right now, bro. Too many people that's pushing on this right now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna go away. Too many people that's pushing on this. So you guys definitely gotta let us know uh, what y'all think, man. I salute everybody who wants the truth, man. You know, sometimes, man, you gotta take yourself out of yourself, man. When you, like I said before, bro, when people, that's the worst thing I hate on earth, is people who treat people like shit, bro. As a human being, why would you want to mistreat other people? I've always been a person my entire life that have big myself and pride myself on trying to help other people, put other people on, show other people love. Anybody who grew up around me, niggas can tell you how many people I helped get jobs, put on certain teams, did all this stuff. Even here on YouTube, how many people I've helped try to get channels, get themselves going. Just do things for them, man. Give them advice. Anything. I've always tried to be a good person to people, bro. I hate people who are not good people, bro. And when they treat people like shit, I can't stand people like that. That's why for years, a lot of people got mad at me because I would cook guys like LeBron James, who's a selfish, uh, 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 you know, cares only about himself, ignorant, pompous. And all these people got mad at me for years and said I was hating, I was shucking and jiving, I was all this. And now these people are the same ones that's cooking him too. They realized that I was right this whole time. But that was because I knew people who was around him, who was close with him on a day that who knew how he moved. So with that being said, I had a better insight on who that person was. Because I can't tell you about you as a person if I ain't hang around you, unless I know people that was around you on a day-to-day basis. See what I'm saying? And when you don't treat people right, you're just not a good person, man. When you snake people, you're on your own friends. You snaking these people. Think about that shit, bro. Who likes scumbags like that? Who cheers and roots for people like that? That's why I had no respect for a guy like Epstein. I just don't. Can't. Not with all the stuff he was accused of. And then anybody that was around him. Period. So y'all definitely got to let me know what y'all feeling, man. And the thing is, like, when you doing this stuff, you don't never think that your day is going to come. It could come tomorrow. It could come 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years from now. But your day's going to come. Whether it's here on earth or when you're not here no more. And you go on to judgment day. Your day going to come. So that's why I like to stand on the position I stand on. You understand? And think about this. You got to ask yourself a question. What if that was your daughter? Would you want anybody violating or beating on your or doing anything to violate your daughter? And I would treat that the same way if I'm your friend and that was somebody that your daughter, I would treat that the same way as I would if somebody I didn't know, because that's somebody's daughter. That's the same as, let me give y'all an example. Like an older lady that's crossing the street. You know how you stop and you let her cross the street. You have some people that's rude that won't even stop. They'll speed up and drive by. You know how, like, let me give y'all an example. Everybody's in here. If you go to like a store, right? Y'all know how y'all be going to the stores or where the strip malls is at. It might be a grocery store or something like that. You know how you're driving, right? Now you know how you have some people who got actual respect. So they'll stop, let a lady cross the street, let people walk across the street. Then you'll have a jackass who will speed up, won't even wait for a person to cross the street. Don't care if it's an old lady, young lady, don't care who it is, what it is. You can have 1,000 bags in, whatever. They don't care. They're speeding up and they don't care if they hit you, whatever. Bro, I can't stand them type of people. I always believe you should be an honorable person, man. I've always believed that. And move with a certain level of honor and dignity about yourself. And if you don't, I just can't respect you. I just can't respect you. Right? When I can respect you, if you're a good person, I always know you're treating people right, just trying to help people do good things. Cool, I ain't got no issue with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, but a person that's just a jerk, that will violate people, treat people bad, Like, come on, bro. Like, that shit ain't, like I said, man, that shit out of pocket, man. Y'all got some people on this earth that don't care. Like I said before, how many times you done been in the strip mall and y'all don't seen these people? It's an older lady across the street. They don't even care. They'll speed up. They don't give a damn if it's a speed bump or whatever. They speeding up, driving by crazy fast. It's like, damn, man, ain't even no more respect, man. You know, like you see an older lady with some bags, you help her out. You open the door, open her trunk for her, help her out, man. We ain't that shit. It ain't built like that no more. I'm telling y'all this. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate all of y'all who's tapped on there, man. You know what I'm saying? And you guys let me know what y'all feel, man. You know what I'm saying? Poison Ivy. That statement goes two ways. You said a lot of men don't hold other men accountable. A lot of women don't hold other women accountable. Don't just say it like that. A lot of women do not hold other women accountable. That is the truth. So what happens is sometimes men overcompensate because women don't hold other women accountable. So they overcompensate and bash on women. And then everybody like, look at this nigga talking all this shit about these women. But it's because they feel like women don't even be holding women accountable. And that's true. They don't. They dug that smoke. Think about what I just said. That's so true. I did an article the other day on the actor, Columbus Short's wife beating on him. You think anybody cared about that shit? No. Why? Because she beat on him. You know what it was? It was more people in the comment section that was talking about how she allegedly hit the dog instead of how she punched him and hurt his eye. Think about that. You heard anybody out here advocating for his wife to get punished? Hell no. Same thing with Erica Mena. I told y'all she was on tape punching Safari in the face in front of the kids. You think anybody cared about that shit? I did multiple videos on that. Anybody else on YouTube care about that shit? Anybody else on social media care about that? She's still out here doing shows what the hell she want to do. But if that was the other way around, and Safari with a two-piece her, then all the women would have been out here talking about, oh, he trash, he niggas don't care, blah, 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 blah. But then they don't hold that same woman accountable. She's out here calling black women blue monkeys and stuff like that. And she's still able to walk out here comfortably because women ain't giving her no smoke. These are the facts. You said why stay with her? The same reason why women stay with men when they get beat. The same reason why Poison Ivy. The same reason why women stay with men in abusive relationships for years. That's why. Under the false pretenses of love. But honestly, you don't love somebody when you beat on them. That's just how I feel. If I gotta beat on you and you my wife, I don't love you. You're not my kid. You're not my seed. No, you're my wife. You're my girlfriend. Why I gotta beat on you to control you? That means I ain't really that nigga. Cause if I'm that nigga, you gonna respect me just off my word, cause you love me and respect me, period. And if you don't, hey man, you gotta go. We ain't got nothing to talk about. That's how I move. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Like, share, subscribe. Salute to everybody donate to this stream. All the links will be in the comment section below, pinned at the top of the chat as well. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all want to see Ghislaine Maxwell before Congress testifying? I want to see it. Because I want to see who all the people she named. That's what I want to see. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Peace. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.